Bring him out here.
Deputy?
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. A pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Can we just go now, please? Put him on your horse and let's go. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me? Chop, chop. Don't just leave him slumped on there for the whole town to see.
Hey, fellas.
Come on, partner, before he wakes up. Okay, this way.
Generous allowing our stable boy to sleep on the new canvas of the wagon. Found several sticky bits on my last trip.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around.
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and the Braithwaites.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying. And
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
Well, there's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents or some such.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I could not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Gracias, caballeros.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day? So you coming or not?
I'll need to relax someplace.
Fair enough. It looks like it's you and me, old man.
Here it is, folks. First time here, I think. Horse brushes and medicine in the corner over there. If you're the sort who needs that kind of thing.
Vender.
Okay, this should be good.
A couple of workers lost their feet in the harvest that, that
Sure, hand it over.
last summer. Now the foreman's advertising like it's the best job going.
All right. Yep, I'll buy that.
Ya está.
Real good doing business with you. Now, let me see.
I ain't got no time for gossip, but I did hear the butcher's been giving Mrs. Holloway some prime cuts, if you know what I mean.
Like that's never happened before.
Well, that was fun.
Thank you for your help.
I don't want no trouble. No, please don't go, please don't go. No.
Welcome. Your first time in my shop? Some ammunition's on the shelves, but I keep the guns locked. Take a look at the catalog and I'll pull out anything you'd like to see.
Now, let's have a look.
I'm tired of talking. How about we get back to it?
Whoa.
I've heard some unsavory things about that salesman, Virgil Fish or something. And the Yankee sympathizing is the least of it. Took me some time to adjust, but I'm hooked on these pistols now. I have one myself.
Ah, ya la
Right
tengo.
for Peter, if that's your fancy. Fine choice. Got some nice parts for that gun, you know. All right.
Ahora ya está.
Very
I'm not
nice.
suspicious about the new faces in town. Rhodes is welcome. Thank you.
Ain't no surprise to me no more.
Bueno, vamos para... Un saludo para todos aquellos que estén en mi directo. Un abrazo.
An Englishman called Gavin.
Not my father.
I'm looking for my mate Gavin. Somebody help me. Gav? Gav?
Look out!
I've lost my friend. Somebody help!
Vamos a ver, ¿qué tengo que ir aquí? Vale, algo pasa aquí.
Of course, of course. Oh, and here is my dear friend, Arthur Callahan. Boy is a hunter. Boy is a killer. Arthur, you've met but not been introduced to Mr. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sheriff Gray.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Tough business you boys had.
We did?
Well, there's no need to pretend with me, sir. Life can be tough.
So it can.
And no man owes another anything.
No, sir.
But still, I feel you were hard done by. Losing your employment like that. But still, here in Rhodes, we have work enough for honest men.
Ah, that's some strong stuff.
Es muy fuerte, esto no puede ser
Seem to
para
be
mí.
doing you any harm, I guess.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Excuse me a moment.
I told you we was moving up in this world. Deputies.
You have finally lost your mind.
Amongst these drunkards, hillbillies, and slavers? Good honest thieves like us. We're bound to be moralizers in a place like this. Oh, Sheriff Gray, you are back.
Now listen, sir. There is shine in them woods, though, and it is costing this county its good name and the state a whole lot of income. You boys wouldn't mind rooting it out. Maybe we'll make you permanent. I gotta set me down a second.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem at all. You are in safe hands now. And people waste time with the temperance movement. Liquor never dulled a good man's senses. Arthur, you ride with the deputy. Bill and I will follow.
Climb on up. Let's go.
Archibald?
How are you?
Pretty good.
And your friend is behaving himself?
Oh, yes. I think he's learned his lesson.
Congratulations on becoming a temporarily deputized citizen of Scarlet Meadows County. Most towns just get bounty hunters to do their dirty work these days, but Sheriff Gray believes the law should keep the law. Now, I'm sure I don't need to remind you there's a chain of command here.
There is?
Dang straight there is. This is a dangerous business, but follow my lead and you'll be just fine.
¡Vamos!
Hey, Archibald wants to remind us he's in charge here.
Of course.
Who else would be?
But you were a big help with them Anderson boys, and I put in a very good word with the sheriff on your behalf.
We appreciate that.
We rounded up the others soon after. I'm pushing for the rope myself, but that's by the by.
So, these moonshiners.
Not just any moonshiners, Braithwaites. I told you about the Braithwaites?
Pretty sure you did.
Old Cotton family had a fortune at one point until, well, a few changes in the labor laws. Now they're dealing in moonshine. We found their stills hidden all over Lemoyne. Quick as we destroy one, another one pops up. You could call it a pitiful fall from grace, if they had any grace to start with.
I have no time for tax dodgers.
Not to mention the fact that Catherine Braithwaite has a rather expensive interest in thoroughbred horses to maintain.
But I heard something about it being gold these families were fighting over.
Well, that's the rumor. But the Grays and the Braithwaites think the others stole a fortune from them. But it happened so long ago, I don't know for sure if it's true.
Must be tough being rich, huh?
So I imagine.
That badge rather suits you, Mr. W.
Yes. I thought so, too.
Does it feel good to be back at it? Serving your country?
I wouldn't go that far.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold up. You see that wagon? Dear me, that don't look good. Oh. Come on, mister. Keep your eyes open. Oh, this must have happened recently. Hey, come have a look at this.
You could try washing once in a while.
Look, suit and tie, one bullet clean through the forehead. Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne Raiders.
Yeah, I've run into them.
Let's see if we've got any identification. Okay. We should get going. I'll send someone over here later to clean this up.
Dangerous business, the life of a lawman, isn't it?
Appears so.
I'm just glad we got Archibald here to show us the ropes.
Vale, me subo al carro.
Would you mind taking
Vámonos.
the reins? I want to have a look at these papers.
Sure.
I'll direct you. Okay. Frederick Mitchell, Lemoyne State Legislator. Poor feller. Yes, this certainly smacks
Mira la
of the
niebla,
Raiders to me.
¿Cómo se ve la niebla,
Much of
tío?
ex-Army free staters
Madre
without an ounce
mía.
of respect for the law. That's 7 government officials they've murdered this year alone.
Yep. Not the nicest fellas in my experience.
Oh, and I know the Braithwaites are in business with them. No shame. Trash begets trash, my Uncle Reginald used to say. He had a few stories, let me tell you. Town preacher and town sheriff. Could drink a sailor under the table before breakfast. He had one tiny hand, like a child's, on the end of a grown man's arm. Go right at the crossroads. But anyway, this tells you what kind of people the Braithwaites are. Selling moonshine to murderers. I tell folks don't even speak to them. Don't even look them in the eye.
I'm sure I wouldn't.
They're right again here.
Ah, por aquí. Madre mía.
Here we are. So what was I saying?
Something about the Braithwaites, I think.
Even saying that word makes me sick. Now, anyone we find here, we bring in alive, understood? Round them up, then take this operation down for good. Come on. Let's see what we're dealing with. See? See? What did I tell you, boys? What did I say? I said this place was crawling with vermin, and we just found ourselves the rat's nest par excellence, as they say in Paris. My aunt, she went to Paris back in '78.
How are we gonna handle this?
Well, the way I see
Actually, let my friend here decide. He doesn't have your fine way with words, but he is definitely the man for the job. Let's split up. Arthur and Bill, me and Archibald. You boys want right or left?
We'll take the left.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers. The cheek of them. A fine idea.
Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and then tie them up.
Got it, Deputy Williamson.
What are you doing?
Go down.
Hey! You got an intruder!
Ay, me han visto. Me han visto. Me han visto, chicos. Joder. Yo digo, iré por arriba, pero no.
We'll take the left.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers. The cheek of them. A fine idea.
Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and then tie them up.
Got it, Deputy Williamson.
What are you waiting for? See one by the bridge over there?
I'll deal with him.
Okay, make it quick. What are you doing?
Joder, venga ya, hostia, estoy nervioso.
What's wrong? I think I saw another one guarding the still. I'll get this feller trussed up. Hey, give me some room to work here. What are you doing? I can't tie him up with you in the way.
Cállate, cojones.
Come here.
Should just be one more, Arthur.
¡Hala! ¡Al carrito! ¡Al carrito que me lo lleva al carrito!
Add them to the pile, Arthur.
I think that's it.
Well, what do we do now?
We better destroy all this. Any of your boys can handle explosives?
Sure, anyone but him.
Oh,
So,
think you're real funny, don't you?
tell me about these.
That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, years ago they was the finest family. 1,000 acres or more, 300 slaves.
Please tell me you're almost done, Arthur.
Sure. Just a second.
¿Qué he hecho? Por Dios. Madre mía.
Well,
Think you're real funny, don't you?
That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
Please tell me you're almost done, Arthur.
Sure. Just a second.
That belongs to the Lorne Raiders, you sons of... It just...
Arthur, we got some trouble here. Got some breeze on that one.
with your name on it.
Give me a hand with these bastards.
The Raiders make the law around here.
Sorry, boys.
There's more coming up from those huts.
¡Toma!
That's how you want to do it?
There are more by those huts. Let's clear them out. Are you crazy? Find Dutch and get out of here.
Fine by me.
Voy a saquear el todo.
Are we getting out of here then? All right. I'll see you over there.
Todo.
Well done. Well, forgive me,
Bien hecho.
but me and my men must return to our lives. Ah, seems like we failed to destroy the last of the moonshine.
Sure.
Would you like us to?
Well, I normally take it for personal consumption. It's sort of part of the job. But I better get back home. Why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all Americans.
Of course. My cousin, Webster, he used to say some of us is not as American as others, if you know what I mean. Only I didn't quite. Come on, you degenerate, no-good, white trash, hillbilly piece of scum. I know you, Billy Lime.
Finally.
You've always been a piece of crap. Come on, move it.
We have a life
Move
on a land so stupid, a backwater so backwards that even we are like geniuses. Bill, get this stuff out of here. Come on, you ride with me.
Okay.
Should I stash this somewhere near camp, boss?
Yes, show it to Hosea. I'm sure he can find a use for it. Come on, Arthur, let's get back to camp. Can we leave this swamp now, please? Mount up. Let's go. Bit of trouble back there, Arthur?
Ain't there always? From what they was yelling, I think they were the buyers.
Old Archibald didn't ask too many questions, so neither should we.
I ain't planning to.
That was worth the effort, though. Deputized and hiding in plain sight. These lawmen, these two families. I mean, I really think we can play this from all sides. It's got Hosea written all over it.
This is starting to sound like the Young Dutch again.
What do you mean, Young Dutch? I'm as strong as I have ever been. Hey, you know what? Why don't I race you back? Well then, deputy. If you say I'm old, prove it. Hey! Come on. Let's make this interesting. The silence is telling. Suit yourself. I'll see you back there. Oh!
Yep.
Well,
You okay? Sure. Why are you walking around so sad? I'm not sad, just bored. Bored?
yes, Miss O'Shea.
Ah, call me Molly, would you? Arthur, how is Dutch? I mean, how does he seem to you?
About the same as usual, I guess.
I really love him, you know. But if he... Like he always says, loyalty is everything, so...
Arthur! Excuse me, Miss O'Shea.
What you want?
I bring a gift. The great gift of information.
So you got some tip-off, so now I can risk my neck and make you some money while you lounge around.
You know, Arthur, bitterness, it works on the inside as well as on your sour face.
If you say so. But you could go find some other fool to run your errands.
Bill, come on over here. Will you be my other fool? You too, Charles.
What are you talking about?
Arthur's above a little stick-up I heard about.
No, I'm not.
You just said...
Hey, I'll do it, as long as you ride with us.
Well, I got a serious medical condition.
Yes, you are a compulsive liar.
No need to be like that. Charles, have I ever lied to you?
I hardly know you.
Exactly. Now, you boys should do this. It's easy, and I'll only take a small commission for my information. But it's now or never.
Then it's never.
Oh, God help me. Fine, I'll do it.
Well, what is it?
It's a supply wagon carrying payroll, but very briefly unguarded, apparently. As it passes through a crossroads near here where there's an old ruined church before it connects with the rest of the wagon train. Very easy pickings.
As long as we get paid or you get shot, I'm happy.
You are a sick man, Arthur Morgan. A very sick man indeed.
This way.
Bunch of smart Alex.
How you get wind of this, old man? We only been down here all of 5 minutes.
I ain't got time for this, Arthur. We got places to be.
Wow, you boys been off fishing or playing lawman or whatever. The hell you been doing?
I've been getting down to business.
Finding the nearest grog house.
Hey, you don't want in on this, Williamson, that's fine by me. Do us all a favor. Head home.
Just give it a rest, you two.
Just have a little faith for once, will you? I've been scoping jobs like this since you fellers were knee-high to a grasshopper.
Once a decade, maybe. So what is it you've scoped here exactly?
Well, I told you. There's a wagon with a lockbox passes through every week. They switch outriders just north of here, but the front wagon's by itself for a stretch before the last run down in the roads. I've been watching them.
All right. We best hit it quick, then.
Okay, hold up here.
We should cover our faces.
They'll be passing through the crossroads up ahead.
When?
Soon, Williamson. Christ's sakes. I should be due any time now.
Let's keep this quiet and clean. Nobody needs to die here.
There! You see, gentlemen? Just like clockwork.
Stop the wagon! I said, stop the damn wagon! Whoa! Now, don't try anything stupid, and we won't do anything unkind.
You know, boys, I don't want to get shot, but this is a mistake.
I work for Cornwall Kerosene and Tar. Mr. Leviticus Cornwall.
Oh, great.
So you know him?
Who doesn't?
I hear he's rich enough to share the wealth around and not miss it too much.
Oh, he'll miss it.
Okay, why don't you check out round the back? Arthur, help me out here. It'd be a lot quicker if someone helped me. Let's see what's inside. Okay, we're looking good. Must be nearly 1,000 here.
Shit! Hey! Think I see something!
Oh, great.
Let's go! Arthur, let's go! Yeah! Right, fellas! Come on!
You're getting away! Well, nice going, Uncle! Most guarded wagon in goddamn history! How was I to know? Get me! Come on, Arthur!
Yeah.
Line us up, boys! Get rid of these sons of bitches!
You ain't getting away with this!
Line us up, boys! Get rid of these sons of bitches!
Well, nice going, Uncle! Most guarded wagon in goddamn history! How was I to know? Come on, Arthur! Come on!
Right, fellas! Come on! Right, fellas! Come on!
Well, nice going, Uncle! Most guarded wagon in goddamn history! How was I to know? Faster, come on! You ain't getting away with this! You're in a situation here!
Line us up, boys! Get rid of these sons of bitches!
Let's go, let's go! Wicked sons of bitches! Ah! Damn, you're hit! Where the hell are we going?
Getting out of here! What kind of dumb questions? Keep going! We're losing them!
Get him! Do not let them get away! Go! Get rid of them! I made a big mistake! You can move fast when you have to, can't you?
Just shut up, Williamson!
Get back here!
Quick! Get off the trail! Into the woods! Let's shake him and get back to camp!
No, we need to find a place to lie low. We can't risk leading Cornwall's men to camp.
All right!
Yeah.
Get up!
Whoa! Let's hide in here. Quick!
Whoa!
Go on.
Get out of here! Look out!
Get out of here. Go on. I'll see you later. All right. Let's get out of sight. Stay until dark, and then we'll sneak out of here. Charles, you keep watch for now.
Sure.
Well, we, get some rest. All right. Let's try and get out of here. Hey, shit! Absolutely. Well, shut up, old man.
Look, I was just trying to...
Shut up. There's a light over by the house.
Damn. All right, now let's just keep this calm. See what happens.
Is this your place? Kinda. And you didn't hear nothing? Why don't you just tell me, partner, what you heard? Go ahead. Tell me what you heard. I don't... Maybe I heard some noises out by the barn a while ago. Ain't me.
Better not be.
All right. Group forth. Lo, go check out the barn. Sir.
Well, the place looks deserted enough.
Sure. You head inside, I'll go round the back.
Place looks empty to me. Now, the old guy up there is full of crap.
I don't think they're here. Don't see any horses.
Come on, let's head back. Boss! Place is empty!
Shit! Ah!
Give him hell, boys!
You should have been smart! Oh!
Watch it, Charles.
We got more of the bastards on this side!
Where are they coming from?
Looks like Mr. Cornwall's gone enough to secure it.
More on the right here!
Watch out!
This fella really don't like getting robbed.
Let's just hope we don't run out of bullets.
Nicely done, Bill. They teach you that move in the army, too?
Can't you keep your back feet still for 10 goddamn seconds? You got us into this!
Here. How about we stop robbing Cornwall for a while?
I didn't know we was robbing Cornwall.